Do you sit down all day at a desk like this, chilling? Or on the couch like this?
Or do you spend a lot of time in the car like this? There's many different reasons in this day and age for why we sit as long as we do. But how can we reverse the damage this sitting is doing to us?
Unfortunately, you end up having rounded shoulders, end up having flat glutes, soft midsection. You just have a closed off posture in general. Today, I'm going to be giving you 5 exercises that reverse this look the fastest. These are the exact movements I use to help people stop looking like they sit all day, even if they still do. What's going on, everybody? It's Infinity Ian back again for another video. For those of you that don't know me, I have been on my fitness journey for the last 15 to 16 years, and throughout that time, I have become a NASM certified personal trainer, a NASM corrective exercise specialist, a NASM certified nutrition coach, and a NASM virtual coaching specialist. I know that's a lot of NASM certifications, but all of those certifications have equipped me with the knowledge to be able to identify certain inefficiencies in postures, like, rounded shoulders or head jutting forward, and be able to provide exercises that can potentially correct those inefficiencies within the body or posture. Because I know most of us are sitting all day. Most of us either have office jobs or driving jobs. You have a very long commute to and from work. Like, most of our days, if you're not like a blue collar job, you're sitting. A lot of it comes down to underactive and overactive muscles that are created based on the movement patterns that you do. So for instance, when you're sitting down, that creates a specific pattern. Your chest and your shoulders tighten, your glutes shut off, your deep core stops doing its job, and your upper back gets weak and long. When all of those 4 things happen at the same time, you get the classic desk body look. The good news is you can reverse most of it with the right exercises. We're going to be going over 5 different exercises that you can use to reverse that look, as well as progressions and regressions to each exercise, just in case you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Quick disclaimer though, this is corrective exercise and not physical therapy. Okay? Corrective exercises used to identify underactive muscles and overactive muscles and create a balance between those two so that your body can move more efficiently and can feel better in natural posture. So I will always say, if you feel pain, stop and go see a doctor. There's nothing worth getting hurt for. But if you don't have an acute injury somewhere or an immense amount of pain somewhere in your body, you just notice that your body's posture is suboptimal or that you just look weak and fragile, these exercises are going to help you. So let's get into it. The first exercise is banded dislocates. This is one of the fastest ways to open up your chest and shoulders, as well as restore the mobility that sitting takes away. It creates an almost immediate, more upright posture. Here's how to do it. Grab a light band or some form of a long stick, like a broomstick. Hold it with your arms relatively straight. Slowly bring the band or stick overhead all the way behind you, and then return it to the front. Keep the movement smooth and controlled. If you're unable to go all the way back, just go as far back as you can. And eventually throughout time, you will open up your joints more and you'll be able to have more mobility and movement within that joint. It's kind of like the 1% better every single day mentality with this. And even if that is too challenging, you can sit down for more stability as well. You don't have to stand up. But if you would like more of a challenge, use a slightly more narrow grip when going overhead, as well as slow down the movements when moving up and down. Regardless of which form of this exercise that you're doing, do at least 3 sets of 10 reps. Even though this exercise is not performed with dumbbells or barbells, you will begin to understand why I'm making the face that I'm making while performing this exercise when you do it, because it is a tough one, especially when you're doing it slow and controlled. But after doing this exercise a couple times, you will understand why people do this every single day. It is great for your upper body foundation and allowing you to have a solid neutral spine posture. This leads me to another exercise that we see people doing all the time at the gym, and that is glute bridges. When we're sitting, our glutes shut off. When they're weak and underactive, your posture suffers and your lower body looks flat. This is going to be another great exercise to building a strong foundation to your core, as well as lifting up your lower body. You're going to start the exercise by laying flat on your back, having your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up. Pause for a full second at the top and then lower with control. There are a few key points to remember here. Keep your ribs down so that you're not overarching your back. Really squeeze your glutes hard at the top. And remember to drive through your heels, not your toes. If you're not able to hold at the top for 1 second or do the full range of motion with this movement, then go as far as you're able to move your body. And you can also move your feet closest to your butt if that allows you to get more range of motion. If you want more challenging ways of doing glute bridges, you can do a V stance, which is like having one foot further in front of the other. So it's like staggered stance. You can also do single leg glute bridges. Just remember to work each leg equally. So if you do 5 reps on one leg, then you have to do 5 reps on the other leg. Or if you do 10 reps on one leg, then you got to do 10 reps on the other leg. Just make sure that it's balanced. You can also add a 2 or 3 2-3 second pause at the top of the bridge, or you could also elevate your feet. Regardless of the way that you perform this exercise, make sure that you perform 3 sets of at least 10 to 15 reps. Once again, glute bridges are definitely a great foundational exercise to help your core and activating the muscles that are underactive when you're sitting. And that leads me to the next exercise that is great for reactivating the core muscles of your body whenever you are continuously sitting. The next exercise that's great for people who sit all day is bird dog. This rebuilds a deep core stability that long hours of sitting destroy. It also trains your body to keep your spine stable while your arms and legs are moving, which is exactly what good posture requires. The way that we're going to perform this exercise is we're going to start on all fours. Slowly reach one arm forward and the opposite leg back. Keep your hips level and don't let your lower back sag. Hold for a second and then return and switch sides. If you don't want to switch sides, you can continue to keep doing the same arm and opposite leg, like the same combination. Just make sure that you do the equal amount whenever you do switch to the opposite arm and opposite leg. It really doesn't matter how you get the reps done in that aspect. What really matters is moving slow. Quality matters way more than speed. If extending the arm and opposite leg at the same time is too challenging for you, then you don't need to do both at the same time. You can do one or the other. So you can extend the arm while keeping your legs on the ground, or you can extend the leg while keeping your arms on the ground. This will still accomplish the goals that we're looking for. If you want to make the exercise a bit more challenging, when you're extending both the arm and the leg, hold at the top for a couple seconds. Or you can add weight in the reaching hand, or you can do it so that when you are returning to the middle, you can tap your knee, or you can tap your elbow to your knee. There's many different ways that you can make this exercise more challenging. Whichever variation of this exercise that you're doing, do at least 3 sets of 10 reps. This will definitely play a big part in correcting your posture. All right, so now we got all the easy stuff out of the way, the non-weighted exercises. Now we're gonna get into some weighted exercises that can help make you look like you don't sit all day, even when you do. The next exercise that we're gonna be doing is seated or standing cable row. This exercise builds the thickness in your upper back. Thickness is one of the biggest visual differences between somebody who sits all day and somebody who doesn't. Whenever you see somebody performing this exercise, there are a variety of attachments that you can use. You can use the V-bar, you could use just a single strap, you can use a wide grip bar. So I'd recommend cycling through each different type because each different attachment works a different aspect of your back. Regardless of the type of attachment that you use, the form is still going to be the same. What you're going to want to focus on is keeping your chest up. You're going to want to pull your elbows straight back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together hard at the end of each rep. That squeezing is activating your upper back, which is underactive because of the way that you sit in your chair. So it needs that activation that is going to help bring your body back into neutral spine position. As you're doing the fluid movement, bring the weight to your chest, then control the weight on the way forward. I want you to remember to not round your lower back and don't use momentum. You want all these movements to be slow and controlled. Seated versions of this exercise are definitely going to provide more stability than the standing versions of this exercise. So you can just do regular seated cable rows, or you can do the chest supported row machine. And if either one of those options are not available, then you can simply just do a bent over single arm dumbbell row. But I would highly recommend trying to do one of those seated options first. And if you want a bit more challenging of an exercise, you can do standing cable rows, or you can do single arm standing cable rows, or you can do a 2 to 3 second squeeze at the end of the contraction when you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. These are all different progressions that can make your exercise more challenging. Regardless of the variation of this exercise that you're doing, just make sure that you do at least 3 sets of 10 reps. I'm telling you, like, I really love this exercise. Like, if I can marry an exercise, this would definitely, it may not be my wife, but it would be a side chick for sure. I think pull-ups would probably be my wife. The last of the 5 exercises that we're going to be doing is face pulls. I ain't gonna lie, this is an underrated exercise that even I have discounted a lot, but it really does truly make a difference. This exercise targets the rear delts and the smaller muscles that pull your shoulders back into a better position. It's one of the best finishing moves for getting rid of that rounded, closed off look. I want to throw in here that you can actually get this exercise done with resistance bands if you don't have a cable, or you can have one of those door setups that a lot of people have, and that is very effective as well. You can use either one of those to complete this exercise. To perform this exercise, you're going to set the cable at face height or above. Pull towards your face, leading with your elbows. So when you're pulling back, make sure your elbows are the ones that are going back first, not like your shoulders. Elbows. Think about pulling the rope apart as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then remember to have a controlled return. If you do have a cable rope and the weight is just too much, just go with lighter weight. You'll still be able to get some good work. Just remember to focus on a shorter range of motion and the squeeze. To have a bit more challenging version of this exercise, go with a little bit more weight, or you can add a 2-second pause at the end, or you can try single arm face pulls, or just use a slower tempo in general. Either of these progressions will make this exercise more challenging. Regardless of the variation of this exercise that you're doing, make sure that you at least do 3 sets of 10 reps. So now that you know the types of exercises that we're going to do, we have to know how often to do these exercises. We're going to be doing these exercises 3 to 4 times a week and take anywhere from 45 seconds to 90 seconds of rest. It's completely up to you and how hard you want to push yourself. Use the easier modifications of these exercises in the beginning, and then as you begin to build in more strength and more ability to move correctly in the movement pattern, then you can move on to the more challenging versions of these exercises. Stay consistent with doing these exercises at least 3 to 4 times a week for 4 weeks, and you have a great opportunity for noticing more upright and better posture, more thickness in your upper back, and glutes that actually look like they're working. You don't have to look like you sit all day. I'm a day trader and I commute and I watch shows with my family all the time. I'm constantly sitting. So I'm literally talking about exercises that I've used to help myself. These 5 exercises fix the exact problems that sitting creates. Save this video for later, run through the circuit, come back a few weeks from now and tell me how you feel. I have a good feeling you're gonna notice a positive difference. Like I said in the beginning, I am a certified personal trainer, so this is my wheelhouse. Remember how I told you that this is corrective exercise? I have corrective exercise principles built into all of my programs that are available on my website of infinityian.com. I have 4 different programs available that can work for any different body type. It's literally just a matter of choosing which one you want to try. So go try them out at infinityian.com. I also am a certified funded trader that has been trading for almost a decade now, and I have just released my full trading course on YouTube for free. So if you ever wanted to look into that and learn more about that, go ahead and check that out. I'll have the link in the description below. This is just the beginning of these types of videos, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more videos like this in the future. Before this video ends, I want to say consistency is going to be the thing that matters here. You can't just do these exercises once or for 1 week and expect to notice a difference. You got to consistently show up for yourself. You got to consistently go to the gym and consistently try to be better. Consistently try to work on yourself with intention. That is going to bring you the best results. For most people, the hardest thing is actually just getting into the gym. So even just getting to the gym is a win. And then from there, the hard part's done. You just take these programs of these exercises that I've given to you and you go do them. And you really don't even need to go to the gym to get these done. You can get these done in the comfort of your home. So there's really no excuse for you not to get the results that you want. So those are the 5 exercises that you're going to do if you don't want to look like you sit all day. Let me know how they work out for you. And like the old Men's Warehouse commercial used to say, I think you're going to like the way you look. Can't guarantee it because that's up to you, but I think you're going to like the way you look. With that being said, God bless you guys. Always believe in yourself. And this is Infinity Ian. I will see you guys in the next video. Whoosh.